Welcome to Mathenatic. This is our first video on financial mathematics, which we are revising for paper 1 of grade 12. In this video, we'll discuss a few basic concepts from grade 11. First, we have the nominal and effective interest rate. What's important to know is that this is not on the formula sheet. And the formula that we will use is 1 plus I EFF is equals to 1 plus I nom divided by n to the power of n. Let's investigate this equation a little bit. Firstly, on your left-hand side is the effective rate in terms of a decimal value. So the effective annual rate represents the actual growth that you'll earn on a compound interest. On the right-hand side, we have I nom, which is the nominal interest rate. For example, the question might say, a person makes an investment of 15% compounded monthly. So this 15% represents per year or per annum. But when it is compounded monthly, what we are doing is we're taking that 15%, dividing it by 12, for example, for monthly, and we are raising it to the power of 12. So by the end of the year, you would have earned more than 15%. And that is called the effective interest rate. N doesn't represent years. N actually represents the number of compoundings that we need to consider. Next, we have linear depreciation and reducing balance depreciation. So depreciation means that the value of the asset is going down. And these two formulas look like the compound and simple interest formulas that you have learned in grade 8 and 9. So for linear, can you see there's no exponents? It's simply a linear equation. A represents the future value. P is the present value or the original value. I is the depreciation in terms of a percentage. And N is the number of years over which you observe the depreciation. What's important to note here is that your A value would be less or smaller than your P value because we are reducing it. We are depreciating the value of the asset. And the last one for this video, the reducing balance depreciation looks like compound interest. A is again the future value. P is the original value or present value of the asset. I is the depreciation in terms of a decimal number, and N is the number of years over which you observe the depreciation. So from this video, what I want you to notice is that N in depreciation represents years, but N in terms of the effective and nominal interest rate represents the number of compoundings. Thank you for watching. Support us by liking and subscribing to Mathenatic. Check out our Digistore for math study notes, with free downloads for statistics and financial math. Follow the link in the video description.